Do you want to get up close and personal with one of the fastest hypercars to ever exist on this planet? I am standing next to the pinnacle of Porsche performance. This is the 2015 918 Spyder. This is a halo hypercar. I mean, crazy exclusive, crazy rare, and
stupid fast.
This is a hybrid, my friends. This is a halo hybrid, high performance hypercar. You might think to yourself, well, Jen, what distinguishes a supercar from a hypercar? Supercars are very exclusive. They're rare, short, they're luxurious, maybe they're fast. But hypercars, they push boundaries. They revolutionize auto industries. And this car right here, the 918 Spyder, does exactly that. This thing is crazy fast. It has not one, but 3 motors. But let's talk about the first motor. This is a naturally aspirated 4.6 liter V8. And then we have 2, not 1, but 2 electric motors, my friends. So that is a whopping combined total output 887 horsepower. Ah! Just makes you want to scream. It's so freaking 887 combined horsepower, 944 pound-feet of torque. Holy cow. I mean, 0 to 60 time in something like this, you're like, okay, those are a lot of big numbers, Jen, but what does that mean to me? But that's a 0 to 60 time of 2.2 seconds. 2.2 seconds! I can't even blink that fast. It's so blazing fast. 218 miles per hour. If you were to add the YSOC package, which is this added $85,000 chunk change, what you get with that is 88 less pounds. Yes, you heard that right. You're paying more to get less. I don't know how Porsche finagled that. So if you get that extra package, you have that weight savings of 88 pounds, and that's gonna give you even more blistering, staggering, facelifting numbers. There are only 918 units that were ever made of the Spyder. I just want you to take a little wild guess. How much do you think something this exclusive would cost you? The original asking price was $849,000. Then if you add on the YSOC package, you add on maybe some other bells and whistles that you may want, it's gonna creep up towards that $1 million mark, right? Well, that was back in 2013 when this was first introduced into the world at the Frankfurt Auto Show. So now fast forward just a couple years later, it's going to set you back basically your firstborn child.
Nani?
That's not the real price. The real price is gonna be upward market value of $3 million. I mean, if you have $3 million to just throw around on some beautiful toys, first of all, I wanna know you. Second of all, that's insane. Okay, I mean, just look at the beautiful proportions of the front. First and foremost, beautiful proportions. We do have a front trunk, which stores your perfectly shaped, perfectly designed roof. What? Yes, this is a 918 Spyder. This means it's a convertible. You would remove this panel first, then the driver's side, and it's all done from the inside, super lightweight, weighs less than 15 pounds, and then it stacks just perfectly into the front. You have intakes back here, keeping those massive wheels, brakes, everything cool down. This is where your engine would sit. This is where your gas-powered motor would sit, and it would pop the hood, metaphorically speaking, but I can't really do that. This little doodad right here, this does pop up, and you have access to put in some fluids. That's it, just this portion. That's what you have access to. When something like this costs $210,000 for just that motor alone, they don't want you touching it because you will be super upset if you touch it and mess it up. Also, check out that dual exhaust. This is real exhaust. You know why they chose to put it right up here? So that you could hear it. It sits right behind the passenger and the driver, so you know everything that is going on. You're getting that full, visceral, crazy sounding, roaring experience as you cruise down the road. It's blistering behind your ears. If you have sensitive ears, you may want to drive around with earplugs because it is loud, it is proud, it is mean, but it's also green. So with that being said, if you were to drive it around town in just purely electric mode which you can, by the way. It's only gonna get you 10 to 20 miles on pure electric mode, but you can do that. And if you do that, it's quiet as a church mouse. I want you to take notice of one little other thing. Say hello to my little friend. That is your rear, I don't know, window? Do we call it that? It's so teeny tiny. You're gonna have to be really reliant and dependent on your side view mirrors, but that's okay. Listen, who cares? People see this car coming down the road, I guarantee they're getting out of your way. It's so crazy exclusive, so crazy expensive. I don't know what it costs to insure this, but I bet it's insane. I don't know how, honestly, that Porsche is going to top this. I don't know how. Unless they get into the space race and somehow make a Porsche that can fly to the moon, I really don't know how they're gonna beat a 0 to 60 time of 2.2 seconds, a price point of upwards of $3 million, the hybrid powertrain technology that combines such a beautifully naturally aspirated V8 engine with the 2 electric motors. I just don't know how they're gonna beat it. I don't know how they're gonna top it, but I can't wait to see how they're going to drive into the future with later Porsche models that will follow this up. But I will say that this is really the pinnacle of performance. It's certainly a halo hypercar. Honestly, one of my all-time favorite hypercars. I mean, there's just nothing bad that you can say about this car. All right, sadly, our time with the 918 Spyder has come to an end. But this, my friends, is the pinnacle of performance, the most insane halo hypercar I think quite possibly I've ever laid my eyes on. Brings tears to my eyes. I love it so much. But tell me in the comments, what do you guys think? What other hypercars do you want to see us review here on Motor Spins? And of course, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of the action. If you turn your bell notifications on, you get alerted every time we post a new video. Every time a badass ride like this goes live, you will be in the know. And of course, smack that like button if you want to see more awesome rides like this 918 Spyder. Thanks so much for watching.